Peace, everybody. I'm with Alex from the New York City Breakers. Alex, I just wanted to share with you, brother. I wanted to give you your flowers because the move, the UFO, everybody in the world does that move today. The first time I ever seen the UFO is when you did it for the president, though, right? With the New York City Breakers outfit.
Yes.
And I wanted to ask you, what inspired you to come up with that move, the UFO?
Well, it's funny. It was like because it was during practice. It was a couple of us, about 5 of us practicing, and we were just freestyling. And I was really trying to do a lever. A lever is what the guy with the no legs in the movie Breaking.
Yes.
He had no legs.
Called him handyman.
The handyman, right? So the lever was what he was doing was like a turtle,
right?
But not using his hands to support him in his waist. He was just doing it with his bare hands.
Exactly.
So that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to get the lever, and it turned out to coming out to a UFO. So I closed my legs and I started going around in circles. And my brother said, "That's a fucking UFO." And that's what we did. I created the move, and my brother named it the UFO.
And what year was that?
This was about in 1984, I believe.
Yes.
1984, because I invented it before I danced for the president. You know, yeah. And a lot of people do it to this day. Like, you know?
Everybody does it. Literally, everybody. I can watch a battle right now, and it's like one of the most foundational and imitated move in breaking, besides the windmills, the UFO.
Yes. And
it never died.
I'm honored to, to be part of this culture and hip hop, as a whole. It's like so beautiful of what it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? Wow, like whoever thought that breaking will make it to the Olympics, like it was predicted.
Right.
Back in 1982, it was predicted on TV. And it's a pleasure to be part of that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially during my era.
Right.
Because like I was one of the youngest guys out there that was pretty good, like lethal,
And
with flares and stuff like that.
What year did you start breaking?
I started dancing in 1983.
You started in 83?
In 83.
Okay.
Like the ending of 83.
The ending of 83.
Yes. By January.
That's what Ice told me.
By January 1985, I was already down with New York City Breakers.
Yeah.
We went on a couple of tours.
How come you wasn't in the movie B Street?
Because, Matthew Grandmaster was part of the group back then.
Yeah.
What happened was he got into a motorcycle accident.
Yeah.
And he passed away. So they needed somebody. And they had brought me to rehearsal one day. The manager got a good look at me. And he was like, wow, this kid is, where did you find this kid at? And he's like, we got to bring him into the shows. And that's what they did.
Were you excited to be a part of that? I also want to share, when I seen your style, to me, I thought it was amazing though, bro. Like your form, your posture, it looks so B-boy. And if I'm being honest, B-boy Ivan, you know who Ivan is?
Ivan.
From California?
Yeah.
He emulated you. When you see Ivan break, that's you.
Okay.
He told me. The wind up, the way you did your windmills, the way that you spun on your head. When I first met Ivan, that's all he used to watch was the New York City Breakers tapes, and he was watching you.
Okay.
So whether if you know it or not, you've basically inspired, I would say, the entire planet. Even to this day, even if you don't like know it, because I'm in the b-boy scene
Yes.
I've been consistently.
Yes.
Every time I see somebody break, I see you.
Okay.
Because the foundation that you do, like your wind-ups, your backspin. When you did that backspin, to me, it was like the perfect silhouette.
Yes.
Because the way that you spun, the way that your legs were.
Yes.
Like, did you do that intentionally?
Yes.
Tell me about the backspin.
Because what happened was, when I spun on my back for the president, if I would have spun too fast, my hat would have came off.
Okay.
So you have to know what you're doing as far as your speed is concerned. So I knew that, and when I was dancing for the president, I was on national-wide TV. Like, you can't mess up, my brother. Like, you know,
Yeah.
this is like the chance you got to, the whole world could see you. And I did. And like, when I spun on my back, I made sure it wasn't too fast, because my hat would flew off.
Right.
And I needed that little cushion to do my head spins. You know, because the hat had like a little cushion in it.
That's what it was?
Yeah, so you won't get a bald spot from spinning, you know what I mean?
Right.
So you use a little pad. So the
How
hat,
did you, during that time, honestly, that was the first time I ever seen continuous head spins with that much speed. I've never seen anybody spin on their head like that until I seen you.
Yes.
And that inspired everybody on the West Coast. After that, everybody started spinning on their head like you.
Yes. Yes.
When did you get the head spin down like that?
Wow, it took me,
About a year?
no, it took me less than that. Who inspired me to do continuous head spins was my partner, Kujo, which a lot of people know to this day who he is.
Who is he?
Kujo.
Yes.
Kujo is very legendary.
I told me about that. Speedy told me about Kujo.
And Kujo had the continuous head spins, and I wanted to learn. And I started practicing, and I said about a good month I had them.
Right.
And I remember like spinning on my head like 124 times.
Right.
Without falling. Yeah.
And this is the Kujo on the East Coast, because there's a Kujo on the West Coast already.
Yes.
But this is the original Kujo.
Original.
Man.
This is my partner.
What crew was Kujo in?
Kujo was freestyle.
It was a freestyle.
Freestyler, yeah. He was not with no crew.
How come he never really got big? I didn't really hear about Kujo.
He wasn't found. He wasn't found by the right people.
Okay.
See, I was found.
Yeah.
I was found by one of the New York City breakers. Like, wow. Where did you find this kid at? Like, wow. And Kujo was never discovered.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure if he was discovered, like I was discovered, he would have been part of the hip hop scene as far as TVs and shows and things like that. Because he was really good. And his style was like extraordinary.
Right.
His style was great.
That's amazing though. So in '85, to be honest with you, that was pretty much the end of breaking on the West Coast. I'll get that.
86.
85 for us.
Yes.
Thank you. 85 for us. Breaking was like it was pretty much out the door.
Yes.
You know.
By 1986, my last gig with New York City Breakers was we went to England. We went to England in 1986, and that was like April 1986. And I remember that was like one of the last shows that we did.
Right.
And
did you quit breaking after that show?
Yes, I did.
You just gave it up?
I just gave it up, yeah.
Man.
Yes, I did. I gave it up, you know. I felt that I reached my, you know, what I wanted to, you know, I wanted to become good. And I felt I accomplished that.
Right.
I felt I accomplished my goal. You know, I did pretty good things with the breaking. I got paid for it. For something that I love to do. So, you know, I'm honored and I'm blessed.
Right, can we scoot back a little bit, Alex, if you don't mind? Because I'm hearing this conversation. I'm sorry. If you can come back this way a little bit more. Okay, so you say you accomplished what you wanted to do and you decided to move on.
Yes.
And what did you do after breaking?
Well, I did a couple of things, you know, I was working different jobs, you know, and just life took its course, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I'm honored to be here and get this chance, like, to speak with you.
Yes.
Like, you know, my name is Little Alex. I was part of the New York City Breakers for a little while, and it was really fun to go and explore the world and give the world a scene they love to see.
And you're from the Bronx too, right?
From the Bronx, 184.
184 in the Bronx.
Fordham Row area, Kingsbridge area.
Oh.
So peace to everybody.
All right, Alex. Thank you, man.
All right.
Peace.